What's going on, everybody? MileHigh back with another video. Today I've got a Legend League attack strategy for you guys, and I believe this army was actually created by Opie, so shout out to him. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys drop a like. If we reach 100 likes within the first 24 hours, we'll give away either a gold pass or an event pass. So here's the army. We're going to be using Meteor Golems mixed with Throwers. A very unique attack, but it actually synergizes really well because they both throw from a pretty good range, and then the Meteor Golems do a really good job protecting for your Throwers and your heroes. So for equipments, I'm running the Snake Bracelet, Spiky Ball on the King. I've got the Giant Arrow and the Action Figure on the Queen, Ridge Gem and the Eternal Tome on the Warden, and then I've got the Rocket Spear and Electro Boots on the Royal Champions. Let's go hop on our first attack, and I'll show you guys how this works. Alright, so it's very simple. You're just going to do a 6 invisibility spell, Royal Champion Charge, just to set the funnel. So I'm actually going to send her in over here, and her job is to path in like this and hopefully go down. And we'll take out that section with the Royal Champion. And that'll do a really good job setting the funnel there for us. And then we're just going to recall her out. And then I do have a couple super barbs just to clean up some trash. I'm probably going to drop some down here to make sure all that stuff is gone. And then I'm going to drop all my troops in right here and try to push in through like this. And then we'll shoot our Queen's Giant Arrow from up here somewhere. And the job of her is just to cut off the funnel. So we'll just shoot the Giant Arrow down like that. Then we'll send our King right here. And his job is to go around the outside with his Snake Bracelet and just clean trash. And then that gives us a really good path through the base for all of our troops. Got that nice little L shape. We'll be able to keep everything really well protected. And then we have 2 overgrowths as well. So I'm probably going to overgrowth all them defenses and then definitely like the Revenge Tower and this stuff down here. And that way we're taking 0 damage from that on the entry. And then when our overgrowths wear off, that's when we can hit our Warden's Eternal Tome. And it'll protect through so much damage. And we have totem spells as well. I like to use one on the entry and then just use another one when you're getting hit by a lot of defenses. So it's really actually a pretty simple attack. It seems like a lot of steps, but it really isn't. So we're going to hop right into it, get right into our Royal Champion. We're going to path right in to this Ricochet Cannon. I like to do the 6 timing, so on 56 and then 46. And then after that, I like to start double cycling on 7 and 3, just to make sure my Fox and my Royal Champion stay alive. Because on Legend mode, obviously, you take a ton of damage, so it's really easy to screw up and lose your RC or waste your Rocket Spear ability. So I like to start double cycling after the first 2, and that's plenty to get the funnel set. And if you can keep your Fox alive for later in the attack, that's actually really good as well, because you're just going to get exponentially more value out of your Royal Champion if she keeps going invisible throughout the attack. So we have 1 more invis now. We'll use that. We'll take out the Expo, we'll take out that Builder Hut, and then we'll recall her out. As you see, we have a really nice funnel set. Once we use our super barbs to take out that storage and a couple of these trash buildings, then we're perfectly fine. Then I'm going to use an archer to pull this clan castle over here out of the way so I can get my main army deployed. And once my main army is deployed, then I can deal with that clan castle. I just didn't want it there, maybe locking onto my healers or something. So we'll drop everything in now. And once we pull this CC back up, I'll deal with it with my Royal Champion and one of my poison spells, and I might even use a totem as well just to make sure it doesn't get to them healers. So we shot our Queen's Giant Arrow ability, got our King working around the outside. We have a totem spell in there on the entry just to protect us from initial damage. And now I'm looking for my overgrowths. These are some long range defenses down here, so we made sure we hit that scatter shot, and we made sure we got that Revenge Tower and everything. So now we can only target the buildings that are up. We overgrowth everything in the back so we won't have anything wandering off, and then we're taking 0 damage from it, which is perfect. And then as soon as both of them wear off, then we can hit our Warden's Eternal Tome, and there won't be anything able to do any damage to any of our troops because they'll all be invincible. So you'll see here once they wear off here in a second. Right now they're going to wear off, so we're going to hit our Warden's Eternal Tome. The Revenge Tower, completely useless. We hit our Rocket Spear ability over here from our Royal Champion as well. She's sniping everything out. And as you can already see, this is setting up as a massive overkill. We're starting to overwhelm the Monolith with the Yetis, which is perfect. We've got our Throwers taking out the enemy King. Monolith does go down. We have a bunch of Meteor Golems. They're protecting our Royal Champion. Our Queen is still full health on the outside out here. All of our Throwers staying healthy behind the main push. We have a bunch of little troops from our troop launcher that are still alive. At this point, we're just going to 4x because, as you see, it is absolutely crushed, this base. And it is on Legend modifier. So that goes to show you how powerful this is if you can execute it properly. So let's go hop into another attack. Alright, into our next attack. We have double poison towers here, so I like to try to avoid those with the Royal Champion Charge if at all possible, because that is a great way to lose your Fox. Also, when you're in the poison, your RC moves so slow, and we don't have a haste file, so it just really limits the value you can get. So I like to try to avoid the poison towers with my RC Charge. Sometimes the value is just too good to pass up, but in this particular case, I'm definitely going to avoid it. And as you see, our fox is really low, so that's why I want to start double cycling and make sure we keep that fox alive. So that's exactly what we're going to do. If we can just get the ricochet cannon, the inferno, and that light beam, we're perfectly set. And it'd be nice if that storage would go down from our electro boot aura as well. Otherwise, that could screw up our pathing, but it looks like it is going to go down, which is perfect. We're definitely not going to get the monolith, so we're just going to recall out. And we have a really nice funnel set now. So now I can either path through the monolith or through down here. But I think I'm going to path through down here and end on the monolith. So we use our queen and our king to push everything into the core of the base. Our king will do a good job now cleaning all the trash. Everything else should go in. We're going to get our troop launcher down here in a second, which is really nice because it'll start throwing wall breakers. There we get our first of our overgrowths down. Make sure that Revenge Tower isn't hitting us from long range. And now that gives us perfect pathing as well. Everything will stay even tighter. We pull the clan castle, so we'll get a poison down on that. All of our throwers will deal with that, no problem. I think our royal champion's in there as well. Our queen unfortunately did go around the outside, but that's actually okay because we did lose the king already. So it actually probably worked out in our favor this time. So we're just going to re-overgrowth exactly what we overgrowthed before. Make sure that Revenge Tower doesn't get all charged up and start wrecking our troops. So now once that one wears off, actually I'm going to pop the Eternal Tome a little bit early this time because we are fighting multiple heroes here. There's just a lot of damage with the Infernos as well. So we did use it a little bit earlier than we normally would. Our queen doing a good job. Apparently I hadn't popped her giant arrow ability at the beginning. I made a mistake, so I just shot it off to the side of the base there. But we did get our action figure in now, which is really nice because that'll do a good job tanking for the queen. Unfortunately, that Revenge Tower is not getting targeted. We need to get that down ASAP because that thing does a crazy amount of damage, and our Diggy actually stuns it. That was clutch. So our throwers should be able to reach pretty much everything in the base now. If we can get that multi-inferno and that ricochet cannon down, then we are chilling. And there's nothing left for us to do at this point except for wait, so we're just going to 4x through this. As you see, we are going to overwhelm that monolith on the backside of the base, no problem whatsoever. We still have multiple throwers alive, we still have a couple Meteor Golems alive, our queen still basically full health, and the action figure Giant was still alive as well. So we get another triple. I got one more attack for you guys, and I'll catch you guys there. Alright, into the final attack. As you see, this is a nasty rage core, so we're definitely going to have to use some overgrowths in there, but we're going to charge the Royal Champion in from over in this corner. Just make sure we can get a nice funnel set. We'll take out that Expo and that multi-archer tower. We're not going to get a whole lot more value other than that, but it is going to set our pathing really nicely, which is exactly what we need. I think she'll go down to the mortar now. No, she actually goes up. That's actually better for me, because I might be able to pick up the fire spitter now. Yeah, we're definitely going to be able to get the fire spitter, so that was actually really good pathing there. And she'll probably go up to the air defense now. If we could get rid of that, that's actually good too, because that just helps take away one more threat from your healers so you don't lose any of your healers. Unfortunately, we're not going to have enough to get through that super wizard tower, but watch what I'm going to do here. I think it's worth it here to not have to deal with that later. I'm going to use my super barbs here to deal with that super wizard tower. It has a lot of health, so we use all of them. And we're going to snipe that out so we don't have to deal with it later, which is really nice. Now our archer has free reign to these 3 trash buildings here, so I think it was worth it. We have a nice funnel set now. Now we're going to path in through this nasty compartment. We have a poison compartment, and right behind that we have a nasty stacked rage compartment that has 2 multi-infernos, 2 ricochet cannons, the monolith. Yeah, we definitely don't want to be dealing with that. We're going to use a totem spell on our entry here. Shoot our queen's giant arrow to cut off the funnel. Get our king going around the outside now. Got our troop launcher in. We're going to use another totem spell because there's tons of damage here. We're going to overgrowth that core now. As you see, we hit the entire rage compartment, including the monolith, so that was perfect. We have 3 heroes here we're fighting as well. So there was just so much incoming damage. But we do end up taking that out. We had our headhunter in there and unfortunately got sniped, but it did get a couple shots on the queen before it went down. And our pathing is actually setting up perfect here. We'll be able to deal with that clan castle. Our king doing a good job keeping everything tight on the inside because he's clearing out all that trash. The snakes are jumping over the walls, doing a good job tanking. He's taking out the other super wizard tower. So we're going to overgrowth back here now because we don't want to be getting wrecked by that revenge tower. So we use our Warden's Eternal Tome now on that rage core, and as you see, it's going to get gutted, and it can't even do anything because every single one of our troops are invincible from the Warden's Eternal Tome. As you see, we're coasting, and at this point, there's no more spells or anything for us to use, so we'll just 4x through this because we just got to wait for the troops now. We are absolutely overpowering this base, and as you see, this is going to be another massive overkill on Legend Modifier, so it's a very, very powerful attack strategy. The most important thing is just getting a funnel set with your Royal Champion, and then mitigating damage with your overgrowth spells is the next most important thing. So if you practice that, you can absolutely dominate with this attack. So let me know how it works out for you guys. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys next time.